All right, crypto fam, how we all doing? Beast Limitless fam, how we all doing today, guys? Bitcoin dumped through the night, and I actually somehow got in a short. I didn't call it, but I definitely did get in a short. Now we're going to look at the market here and see if we are going to crash and burn to 70K or if Bitcoin is going to pump back to about 88K. All right. So hope everyone's having a wonderful day. Is anyone trading or shorting the market? Yo, Steven, what is up? Argyle, how you doing? Creative. The title is the title, man. Watch the live and see what happens. CJDV, how you doing, brother? Argyle, this pump and dump is getting annoying. Yeah, for sure. So here's the deal, guys. We are very, very close to breaking support on the well, we're in a downtrend, right? Not trading at the moment. Good stuff, right? We're in a downtrend, guys. We know that. We hit the top of the daily. So 70K is the next target, whether you like it or not. So it is a very valid title. The question is New York going to do some fun and games with manipulation? We've got about 15 minutes left here till the New York Open. We know that around 70K is our next target. But before Bitcoin hits 70K, Bitcoin is probably going to manipulate because that is the New York session, right? So I drew a little channel here, guys, for you guys to see where Bitcoin could go to in the lower time frames. And we bounced off of this trend right here. So I'm actually looking at somewhat of a pump, okay? But if you guys look at my thumbnail this morning, I know my title says 70K, but I've also been very accurate with the manipulation before New York. And this is normally what New York does. We manipulate, right? So at the moment, we can see that we have candlesticks pumping, dumping, and 70K with manipulation. Okay, and the reason I say 70K with manipulation is because I don't know if we're going to drop today in later on in the day or we're going to go sideways. Slack, how you doing? Hit that like button, guys. Let's run up the live. My throat is a bit itchy this morning, but we're gonna do this no matter what. So I took profit on my short. And now I'm essentially just waiting to see what New York does. I was out in the market this morning. I was in a short. We were out in the market, right? I shorted Bitcoin at about 89.7 last night. And you can see right here, that was the perfect rejection point. Now we have the resistance right here. Support right here. And we're essentially going sideways off of a mini inverse head and shoulder. So even though I do believe 70K is the next target, as long as we're still in this downtrend, the reality is we're still going sideways, guys, at least into the New York session. London, so there's a possibility that London could be manipulation and New York is just going to accumulate. Very big possibility here because London, so what happened was you have AMD, right? Accumulation, manipulation, distribution. Everybody knows AMD that has been on this channel and trading with me for a while. But we can see right here that Tokyo distributed up to the upside. Then we have London taking out the previous low for so here's New York. Yeah, London was taking out the New York low and London went lower. So basically what that means at the moment is London is manipulation to the downside because we took out this low. So there's a very big possibility, guys, that New York could take out the previous Tokyo high, or because we already manipulated in range, most likely, in my personal opinion, New York is probably going to consolidate for most of the day because Tokyo and London kind of set the tone. So we could be switching and we could have Tokyo and London dumping and manipulating and New York accumulating, possibly. I find that very highly unlikely just because New York has been manipulating all of December. But we'll have to see what happens, right? So at the moment, guys, we're moving sideways in a little sideways channel here. I don't see much of anything happening in New York until we do hit the side of said channel, all right? Run up that like button, guys. Let's run up that like button. Hit it. Appreciate all you guys on the live this morning. We'll see what happens. Who thinks we're going to dump to 70K in the coming days? And who thinks we are going to start ranging sideways? Or who thinks that we're going to pump to about 88.6 today? Remember, we could just range in this little area right here. We have a double top and we are overbought. Right? We have a double top, guys, and we are very, very overbought. But we've got major support here. So if you're looking at shorting, you're shorting a falling knife, and I don't recommend shorting a falling knife. Kingdom Come, how you doing? And guys, here's the target on Bitcoin at the moment. For the person that said the thumbnail or the title's ridiculous, I agree, it is ridiculous. But after you break this support, there is nothing. And that goes all the way down to 70K, right? So I agree. But we're just going with the trend here. Now we're in limbo, right? We're in limbo till the New York session. I took a trade, guys. I'm out of all my trades at the moment. Okay, I really hope that we go sideways to the top here in this rounded bottom and then dump. That is what I want to happen. So we'll see if that is the case. Let's go look at total 3 here, guys. So total 3 is still in the channel that we've been talking about for a bit here. It did break out. But remember what I was saying about the downtrend, guys? Catching a falling knife is bad, then the opposite is true too. Correct. Argil, absolutely right. Yeah, so here's the breakout right here, guys. There was a breakout in this area right here. But now you're kind of faking out on total 3. So I would draw your resistance and your support right here on total 3. Because if total 3 breaks this 4-hour RSI, you're definitely coming down, right? Bang, bang, essentially. So we got to watch this 4-hour on total 3. If we break this trend, guys, it is a huge manipulation fake out. And that's what I said yesterday, right? Sunday is usually going to be a fake pump in the market. We break this area, we come all the way down to here. I can't type this morning. Too much eggnog. Let's go, fam. Let's go. I appreciate you guys all coming on the live. I stayed up pretty late last night organizing my place. But we're on the live here waiting for some New York action. Based on what I'm seeing right now, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I would love for Bitcoin to just honestly go sideways here. Sideways momentum. And then dumping after. So, yeah, obviously 70K is the target for the people just coming on here. But AMD, guys, accumulation, manipulation, distribution. So, Linda, how you doing? China stirring up the market. Taiwan, not good for the markets. Yep. China and London, really. All right, so it is good I got out of my short. In my personal opinion, I shorted right here, guys, about 89.7 right here. I was going to call it. I was really going to call it in the group, in our trading group, but no point, right? Because it did break. The short really should have been up here, right? So, all right, let's go look at our liquidity gaps here, fam, and see what is happening on Bitcoin. I'm not eager to get into another trade at the moment because I know the big movement was into China and London. And you can kind of see it is bouncing right here. So if we pass this equilibrium point right here and look at the resistance right here, that is the breakout. You would have to break right here and then pump to that equilibrium high. And that would be 88,600 in that area. So I would say we move up to 88,600 before any drop. But as I put in the thumbnail, guys, manipulation is typically New York. If we don't get manipulation, we're getting sideways momentum the whole way around, which I'm okay with because now I know Tokyo or London is going to dump. We're on a downtrend. That's the reality. I don't see us breaking now. If there was any hope of us breaking, it would have been yesterday. That is gone. Look at that. Solana dumped all the way down to 122. We're still in the uptrend here in Sol. Still in the uptrend on Solana. The macro uptrend, that is. So hypothetically here, guys, Solana can go sideways or even pump to around 126, right? 126, I would say sideways momentum here. However, if we look at Sol, so here was the break of structure, guys, and you're having a bit of a fake out. Like I said, the London session was clear manipulation. The Tokyo session was distribution, both sides really. Then you have London manipulating, breaking this break of structure, and then you have New York recovering the break of structure here. Like typically I'd be long this, I'll be honest with you guys, but too much chaos going on here. So normally I would be long this. I'm not going to long or short. I'm going to wait until New York recovers, which we are doing, right? That's why I said I got out of all my longs. I mean my shorts. I got out all my shorts, but I still don't trust the market when we're in this channel here. Okay, guys, so New York is officially open. And we are going sideways a bit. We're kind of dropping here. We did break this area right here, so it is possible we do have a massive drop into the market open. The only thing I don't like is how the market broke this area right here, right? So Argyle, Solana's going 100. Yep, very possible for sure. I appreciate you guys all for being on the live this morning. It does mean a lot, guys. Hit that like button. I know the title and the thumbnail is very aggressive, guys, but you got to look at the overall channel, okay? Overall channel, and if New York does a bit of manipulation. Once this downtrend is hit, we are definitely going to drop. I don't see us breaking out. So whatever this downtrend is right here, guys, I'd be looking at a short in this area. If it did hypothetically break out, okay, then we push back up to these highs around 90K. I don't see us breaking out of this downtrend right here. So if you guys are waiting on trading, I would definitely get into trades when Bitcoin hits the top of the channel, whatever the top of the channel is. And I would only be looking for shorts at this moment, not longs. You could hypothetically scalp long it to the top, although I wouldn't. See, normally I'd be long in that, right? Even at the beginning of the live, guys. Like, the reality is we broke out in the shorter time frame. Market is pumping. Look, someone's going to come on here and be like, we're not dumping or crashing. That was a good take profit. I literally took profit at 89,200, 87,200 on my short. New York might manipulate, right? We had London manipulating, but don't put it past New York for manipulation. Okay, so XRP has resistance right here. Could be a possible short. If we reject this high, we're probably going to pump up to this high here around 188 on XRP, right? Huge candle into New York Open. If Tokyo pumped and didn't necessarily drop, New York would have dumped. Slack, how you doing, fam? Just closed your short a minute ago. There you go, man. You made profit, right? Like, the direction of the market is very, very readable, guys, because of that accumulation, manipulation, distribution. It is pretty much the Wyckoff method, essentially, right? But I'm not trading this, guys. I got out of my short. I made money on my short. Now I'm not being greedy, all right? Now I am not being greedy. I'm just waiting for the market to play out. I'm going to wait for New York to hit that resistance, and I'm probably going to get on another short at that area. Shout out to you guys. We hit 300 fam members on the channel. One guy was sour, so he left because of my title. It is okay. Can't please everybody here. But we're rocking and rolling, guys. We're absolutely crushing it. And we're getting closer to monetization, which is really cool. So I appreciate you guys. But for the people just tuning in, guys, we marked this up before the live, before the New York Open. So we're looking around. Here's the falling wedge breakout. Oh, that is Solana. Emoto, how you doing? One guy, how you doing? Okay, so we're targeting my equilibrium right here. Equilibrium is around 88.6 in that region. So I'm not telling you guys to short there, but shorting here would be a good area, although it is pumping pretty hard right now. I really don't want to be getting sick right now. My throat is killing me. I may have missed it, but are you looking for a shorter at 88.8? Close. Yeah, in that area right there. 88.6 to about 88.8 in this area. Just Josh and how you doing, fam? Can we look at ZBCN for sure? So ZBCN is in a bear pennant. We know that. And guys, we don't necessarily have to hit 70K today, but it is highly likely in the next coming days. We're absolutely going to hit that 70K. If we keep on going sideways on this drop, for sure. It looks like Tokyo is probably going to dump the market tonight. So ZBCN's looking okay, but I kind of wanted to break this resistance right here. We've got key resistance right here. At about 0.002. Sosa, how we doing? Shout out to you. Thanks for commenting on the channel. Appreciate you guys. Tim, how you doing? Right, so essentially, guys, ZBCN needs to break this bear flag and back test. I would be very cautious longing or spotting anything, even though we are at the bottom of the channel. It hasn't dropped with Bitcoin, so there may be a big pump here on ZBCN, right? Needs to break out that resistance. Actually, if we're looking at if New York goes sideways the rest of the day, guys, you could expect to drop into Tokyo or London. So let me see if I could find more. Like, we're bouncing off the trend line here in ZBCN. So that is a very good point. But I see us ranging to about 0.003. Once we get out of this area right here, about 0.03110, we're good. But there's going to be a lot of support in that area and a lot of resistance as well. But if we could actually break this if we could actually break this area right here, guys, then we're about to break it, right? We're about to break it. If we could break it and back test, then you're looking at a nice pump on ZBCN. It is really, really cold in Canada right now, guys. Very, very cold. All right, so we're going to know more direction of the market. We're going to know more of the direction this morning here. Sideways momentum, fam. That is what we're getting into New York. We're pumping, but we're going sideways to the top of the channel. So we're going to get more of the direction here into after the hour close here. So typically the first hour of New York, guys, we get more of a direction, right? Let me see if you have some bullish divergence here on Bitcoin. You have a fake out, but you don't really have bullish dive. We can see we took out that London low. Thomas, how you doing? Shout out to you. Holidays were good for sure. Let's see what Chiliz is doing. Faked out here. Pumped and then faked out. Still not doing much. Oversold here in lower time frames. If Chiliz could break this high, guys, it will fly. We kind of are just ranging at the equilibrium support right now. Here, here, here. We break out of this. We take off to roughly 4.7. Keep an eye on Chiliz. Chiliz is looking very, very good to about 4.7-ish in that region. Okay, we look at XRP earlier, but we're going to look at it again. Still in the downtrend on XRP in the shorter time frame. A little bit of that rounded bottom. I'm going to set an alert here. So, guys, it looks like New York is going to be sideways momentum, possibly. I don't see any major manipulation candles or anything. Tonight will be the night, and it will be Tokyo making a move. That means that if New York is the low, if Bitcoin does not break out, and it ranges sideways to the top of resistance here, then that could hypothetically mean Tokyo will take out this low at 86. But it just depends on where we are. We got a fair value gap forming here too. Fair value gap forming here to about 88.5, 88.6 in that region. So if we look at Ethereum, guys, here on the what do I think XRP could reach? 45 cents in the longer term, shorter term right now. Not $10, that's for sure. So if we look at Ethereum, guys, we're still in the downtrend channel. We haven't broken it. And we are just ranging, right? I need ETH to break this channel for a lot of the altcoins to really drop. But I wouldn't be trading anything right now. We're just really ranging at the top. I wouldn't be longing, I'll tell you that much, and I wouldn't be shorting. You could hypothetically scalp Bitcoin on a long to the top here. Hit that like button, guys. I appreciate you all for joining the live. Let's see what is trending. I know token was trending here for a bit. So token has, this is going to be a dynamite short, guys. If you could find a short on token, this thing is going to really dump a lot. Token could absolutely crash and burn, right? But we've got a trend here. I wouldn't short it until it breaks said trend. But essentially, you're looking at token Fi rolling over like that. If I'm shorting this, I'm using super low leverage. And honestly, more confirmation. Are you coming on for Tokyo? Absolutely, buddy. We go live New York in the morning and Tokyo at night, 8 to 8:30 and 8 to 8:30 p.m. The only reason I was off for a couple days was I was moving. I had no internet and I had to reset my computer. It wouldn't work. But look at this rounded top, guys. Broke the trend here. Broke the uptrend right here on token. And now you've got this support trend line that we can come all the way down to. So keep an eye on token. We hit the top. I would have liked to get a short in at the top. That didn't happen. And now you've got key resistance on token right here with a huge fair value gap. Yeah, so if we're looking at token, guys, we could revisit this high one more time. I would say we could revisit this high one more time, but we did break it. And now we're just waiting for the actual trend to break. If the actual trend breaks, guys, on token, we are going to make a lot of money shorting this. You could literally make 100 to 200% shorting token Fi. All right, just wait for that trend line to break and don't be greedy. Maybe set an order up here. Something like that playing out. Yeah, so Bitcoin is going sideways a bit here. I wouldn't really call this manipulation. I would just call this sideways momentum. That's really it. Manipulation, we would do something like this. Right? You're breaking that structure of the previous high. So for those of you just joining, guys, London pretty much manipulated, came and took this low right here, which happened to be the previous New York low. So you could see that London took out the New York low right here. AMD, guys, AMD, it does not fail. It doesn't fail, guys. Trade AMD. You will become rich in trading. super, super wealthy in trading, guys, if you just follow AMD. I'm not saying New York won't manipulate, but as long as we're in this channel, we range. 15-minute is now overbought. Oh, man, I don't even go outside that much in the winter, and I'm somehow getting sick. I don't get it. Let me see if you broke this uptrend in the RSI here. You broke it. So you did break it. You broke everything, right? But you're overbought. That is the caveat, right? Shout out to you guys. Thank you all for coming on the live today, guys. I appreciate each and every one of you. Make sure you all hit that like button if you haven't. Token is probably going to be my number one trade, guys, for a short. EOS pumped a lot. Steven, how you doing? Vitamin D. What? Why is it not? Did EOS get delisted or something? Or is TradingView jacked up right now? Oh, EOS has been rebranded to Volta. Everyone is making moves, changing their name. I didn't know about this. It's been a while since I looked at EOS. Volta. So Volta or EOS or whatever you want to call it did break out here. We're kind of just going sideways on it. I think it could pump to the top, possibly. Okay, Bitcoin's coming down a bit, guys. Sorry if I sound stuffed up. I'm getting sick. I don't want to say it, but I just want to get one more short at the top, 88.7. 88.7 would be my short. Inverse head and shoulder would be right here. I don't see that inverse head and shoulder playing out. Let's look at some Cardano large cap. I like looking at the large cap and market opens, guys, because these are institutional coins, right? So Cardano is very, very bearish right now in a huge downtrend. Very, very bearish. But the problem with Cardano is there's not enough to short, like there's not enough 1 to 3 risk to reward ratio here on Cardano. Okay, Bitcoin's back at 87.3. We got 2 minutes left after this real market open after the first hour. Here's the thing, guys. I personally would not. I don't know. It's real tough for me to say to short in the middle on Bitcoin. I would say we could push up to about 88.7. I would only short on Bitcoin maybe if we break 86.7, but I'm looking for it to play this channel here. I don't trust it. So that is more of a range in this area. So I'll still be looking for my 88.7 target. And then after 88.7 is hit, I would say this is going to completely crash and burn. Dump to the ground into Tokyo or London, right? Sideways action into New York, guys. 100% sideways action into New York. AMDX, no. AMD, accumulation, manipulation, distribution, right? So we'll go over that in the new year. Right now I got to stop myself from being sick. But we'll do a seminar, show you guys how to scalp the 1 minute, show you guys how to trade, find breakouts, find fakeouts, minimize your losses, all that jazz. New York is doing nothing, guys. Come back for Tokyo. No, yeah, New York is just going to range here, guys, in the channel until we hit the top. It looks like Tokyo or London's going to set the tone. Lately, it's been Tokyo accumulating and New York dumping or pumping and manipulating. Now we're shifting a bit in this channel here. I will say this. If we somehow drop today and break 85.7, you could pretty much say Bitcoin will come down to 79 and a lot lower. But at the moment, we're targeting about 70K to about 71K. We know Bitcoin does not just go down, so we might go sideways a bit. And then we'd be looking about 66 to about 68K. And that is all I got for you guys today for the morning session. I do want to look at gold here. Oh, man, gold would have been a good short. Gold hit the top of my channel perfectly. See, this is what I mean, guys. Like, we were looking at a short on gold, and gold is just very bullish. There it is, the break on gold, right? So maybe if we come back up here one more time on gold, I'll short. Gold is coming down. Silver is dropping too. Big U.S. bank got liquidated on silver futures. They haven't named the bank yet. Crazy. Liquidated. That is wild. But I want to find a new entry on gold for a short. maybe, or long, I guess, at this point. I would possibly be looking for a long on gold at 4,200, possibly. However, if you're looking right here, guys, now we have insane bearish divergence on gold. I missed my drop because I've been paying attention to the Kool-Aid of people saying gold's going to break out. Nope, once you break that trend, you're good. That short was literally right here. That was the short right here at about 4,500. All right, guys, I appreciate you all for coming on the live today. Thank you very much. We're going to end the live here. Not much is happening into the New York session. You could look at Tokyo probably taking us down if we get to that top of the channel, or even throughout the rest of the day, taking New York dropping after the New York close. So ranging, dumping a bit, pumping a bit, hanging out, and then you got that resistance here around 88.9. If it does start dumping like crazy after my live, you need to hold this support here at 86.3 in that area. Okay? So I hope you guys have a wonderful night. I'm going to wonderful day. I'm going to go get some tea. Make sure you guys are following me on BSEX Bitcoin. Make sure you're following, subscribed to beastlimitless.com. It is completely free. All right, guys. Hope you all have a great day. Come back for the Tokyo session, and I think we're going to have some fireworks for sure.